Hello everyone. We have already discussed about the light reaction, dark reaction, carbon cycle, the factors which were responsible for photosynthesis in details. Now, our intention would be to analyze the process of photosynthesis in terms of certain experiments. So, in order to proceed with the experiments, we must have some knowledge about the starch. Starch is a reserve food material which is present in the plants. Now, how is starch formed? This is the next question. Starch is formed by polymerization of lot of glucose molecules. So when these glucose molecules they form a chain structure by the process of polymerization, we see the formation of a starch molecule, and the function of starch molecule is it serves the function of a storage food material. So all the glucose molecule which cannot be utilized for the metabolic activities of the plant at one go is stored in the leaf of the plant in the form of starch, and whenever it is required it can again be broken down and formed into usable form of glucose and can be reused. Now our intention would be here in order to detect the presence of starch in order to understand that is the photosynthesis taking place or not. So our proceeding things would be with this one thing in mind, that we will be detecting the presence of starch, and if starch is present then we will say that photosynthesis has occurred, otherwise there has been no photosynthesis at all. Now another one term which will be required to be known will be this destarching. Destarching is a process in which starch is removed from a plant. In order to do that, we have to keep a potted plant or any plant in a dark room, or we just need to cover it with dark cloth. So, in either of the cases, the conditions should be as such that no photosynthesis should occur. If no photosynthesis will occur in a plant, if in the absence of solar radiation, so that plant will utilize all the food which is present like starch in its leaves and other areas of the plant. So all the starch which is stored in the plant will be utilized within 2 to 3 days, and then after we will get a plant which is completely destarched. So in order to destarch a plant, we just need to keep it in dark so that photosynthesis is not taking place. And when photosynthesis will not take place, that time there will be requirement of food by the plant's body, and that food will be formed or will be taken out from the plant itself in the form of reserve food material. So all the reserve food material will be utilized, all the starch in the plant will be broken down, and it will be moved to the required areas where the requirement of food is there or energy is there. And how the movement of those substances will take place in the plant with the help of this phloem. So phloem will help in transmitting or transporting the reserve food material which was starch, breaking it down into glucose, and that broken glucose will move on with the help of phloem to different required areas for energy formation. So with this idea, I hope it is clear that destarching is just removal of all the starch in the plant's body. Now, the next intention will be to see that how do we perform the entire experiment. So the experiment is basically at first done in order to check the presence of starch. So we will just take a leaf from a normal plant and then after proceed, because our intention is just to check the starch. And this is a basic experiment which is required in order to understand that how does the process or what will be the technique by which we will be doing the incoming experiments. So in this experiment, we require some few substances. The first thing is a Bunsen burner. Bunsen burner is a substance from which we get fire and we can heat anything. It is attached to a gas cylinder, and as as soon as we switch it on, it starts producing flame. We have to lit it for sure with the help of matchstick, and once we lit it, we can use it as a fire source, or a heating source. Now, other than that, we need a tripod stand. Again, a question will be there that what is a tripod stand? A tripod stand is a stand which has three legs. It doesn't has proper legs, but still you can see these are kind of legs because they are the ones which are helping it to stand. So with this tripod stand, we will be heating the substance which we want to heat. Next is a wire gauge. Wire gauge is a kind of rectangular plate which is made up of wire, and it is somewhat similar to a sheave. Sheave is used in order to separate. For separation, we need sheave. It looks almost similar to that. It is placed over the tripod stand. Flame is there, tripod stand, and over the tripod stand lies this wire gauge. Over the wire gauge, we need to place a beaker, and in this beaker there will be presence of water. Alcohol also we need, and iodine. How is iodine solution prepared? It is prepared, sometimes one mark question is asked that what is the constituent or what is the composition of iodine solutions. So you all should know that potassium iodide is 1.5 gram, water is 100 ml, and iodine, or if we want to make it with just iodine, it is 0 0.3 grams of iodine required for the process. So and rest all will be water for sure. So with this setup we can make the iodine solution. Now let's see what do we do in the experiment as such. At first a fresh leaf is taken which is undergoing photosynthesis, and then after we put it in water bath. Again a question would be there, what is the meaning of water bath? Certain substances we cannot heat directly over flame, so in order to heat them what we require is a arrangement which is somewhat similar to this. So this is that tripod stand which I was talking about. This is the Bunsen burner. You can see the flame coming out from it. So it is a Bunsen burner. Wire gauge is placed at this place. It is a rectangular box, or not box, a sheet kind of thing. And over it we place this beaker. Beaker is filled with water. This beaker is filled with water, and we have taken a fresh leaf, and we will place this leaf inside water and let it to boil for around 3 to 5 minutes. Once it has boiled for 3 to 5 minutes, we will take this leaf out from here and put it inside this methylated spirit or alcohol, and again in the similar way in the water bath we will again heat it, and then after we will put it in water. Now let's see the significance of each of the step. The first step which we had taken was we had put the fresh leaf over a water bath, and in the water bath we had placed it for 3 to 5 minutes. What was the reason for doing it? Let's look up to that. We put the leaves for boiling so that the leaf becomes soft. Not only that, we want to basically remove the cuticle, and we also want to kill the leaf. We don't want the leaf to be alive. So our intention is to make it devoid of protoplasm. Protoplasm is completely removed by the process of boiling in water. Second thing which takes place is the leaf becomes permeable to alcohol. Now before there was presence of cuticle. Cuticle will is a waxy coating, and it will not allow the movement of alcohol inside it. So after the removal of cuticle, alcohol will very easily move inside the leaf, and even iodine solution can move inside, but our intention is at first with alcohol, so let's stick up to it. And third important thing which happens is the starch granules which are present inside the leaf, they all get destroyed by the action of boiling of water. So granules will not be there anymore. Starch will be present but not the granules. So this is the importance of boiling of leaf in water. Next thing is, what we do is we place it in alcohol. Once we place it in alcohol or methylated spirit, then for 2 to 3 minutes. During that time, decoloration occurs. It means that the chlorophyll which is present inside the leaf, it gets completely denatured because it is an enzyme. Or you can say that yes, it is made up of enzyme, and as such also any um, biological substance or biological enzyme, it loses its activity if we place it in a very high temperature for a prolonged period of time. So that is what happens here. Chlorophyll is completely removed from the leaf by boiling it in, I'm sorry, by boiling it in methylated spirit. Other than that, we see that the leaf, it becomes very hard and brittle by boiling it in alcohol. After this procedure, you can just see the entire setup. I hope till now you all understand what is the meaning of water bath. Water bath means not directly heating any substance, putting it in water, or placing a beaker filled with water and letting the beaker in water boil, and then after placing another beaker which has the substance which you want to heat within it, so that direct flame is not falling on it. Now if you directly put alcohol on fire, then you all can very well imagine that what is going to happen. It will illuminate, it will catch fire, definitely. Yeah, it will catch fire. And because of, in order to avoid that, what we do is we put it in boiling water, and then after we heat this alcohol as well as this leaf, alcohol filled leaf, or alcohol filled test tube with leaf. Once we are doing this experiment, the leaf has already become very brittle and hard and is devoid of chlorophyll. Now, the next thing we do is we wash it with warm water. As we are washing it with warm water, we feel, or you can see that the leaf will again become soft because of presence of hot water. We are not using cold water. We will definitely use hot water in order to remove excess of alcohol over it. And if alcohol is present, iodine solution will not act. So that is also one of the cause for washing it in water. Once we have done this washing, then after we put the iodine solution. As we put iodine solution over the leaf which has been removed from the hot water, we see that there is some change. What is the change we can notice? It looks blue black. You can see this leaf, this one, it is looking blue black. And this is the condition of the leaf once you add iodine solution to it. Let me show you with some other color. This one is blue black, but this brown area, you can see here there is no presence of starch. So by this you can very well understand that where is presence of starch, or what is the position of starch. Here you can see presence of starch, and this place there is no presence of starch, so you can write no starch. Remember it, brown coloration wherever you see, it is because of no starch, and blue black coloration represents the presence of starch. And as you can see the leaf, how did it look when we had just removed it from the alcohol? It looked somewhat like this area was not having any starch granules, and it had become completely transparent. And not only that, even chlorophyll of that place was completely removed. So in the absence of chlorophyll, there is no chance that a plant or a leaf can do photosynthesis, as because there was no chlorophyll, no starch production had taken place in that area, and that's why there is no presence of starch. So I hope with this experimental outcome, you can be sure that how does the entire process take place. And you can come to a conclusion that blue black coloration means starch is present, and brown coloration means starch is absent. So this is the experiment I just wanted to discuss with you all. And with this experiment, I hope you all have understood the entire procedure, how to do the experiment. And I hope it will be really helpful for you for the incoming experiment.